And the city of Middletown has really undergone a true renaissance in recent years with the opening of Touro College and the incredibly successful Hoboken Film Festival and a new business opening all over Middletown. The city has earned its reputation as the economic engine of Orange County, and I think you got an award for that this morning, so congratulations. A few months ago, when we learned that the federal court was going to be leaving the city, Mayor DeStefano reached out to me with a plan to utilize this building to address some of the city's needs. All he needed was the money to do it. I'm proud to announce today that the City of Middletown will be receiving $2.7 million from the New York State for acquisition and renovation of this federal courthouse. This building, thank you. This building is well suited for the badly needed city courthouse space, for additional space for our police department, which is very, very important. I was just talking to our police chief and said that we can't add any more female officers until we expand the police station because there's not enough room for one more female officer. So this is really important to make sure that we have females in city police. With so much growth, the last thing the city needed was an empty building in downtown. We're fortunate to have a mayor and a city council with a vision to identify an opportunity, and I'm happy to have been able to make that vision a reality. And I will say, and I'm going to give some kudos, we have a new speaker. His name is Carl Hasty, and I went to Carl and talked to him about the city of Middletown and what was happening, and he was very generous to put that $2.7 million in the budget. And I always say that my job is an advocate for the people and the places that I represent. So it's really our taxpayer money coming back to the city of Middletown, and it's well deserved. And I can't be prouder than the city council and our mayor, Joe DeStefano. He's just done some fabulous, fabulous things in this city, and I'm so proud of him.
Thank you, Assemblywoman, and please extend our thanks to the speaker, Mr. Hasty, and we just want to give you a little bit of a background on why we're here today. It's not just to purchase the building. A few years back, we were notified by the, welcome Jeff Berkman, our county legislator. We were notified by the Office of Court Administration that the city went from a full-time judge and a part-time judge to 2 full-time judges. There's more regional courts that are being done. The drug courts throughout the county are being operated at the city. So for whatever reasons, and many reasons, we were able to secure a second full-time judge position thanks to Assemblywoman Gunther. We then worked on facility because now we have 2 full-time judges and 1 courtroom. And we've been meeting on different options throughout the city about court space, and we came down to the availability of the federal courthouse. We met with Judge Kokomo, Judge Shankman, and although this court will require some renovation, we were able to not convince Aileen, but once we went to her, she said, we'll make it work, and she did. That we worked with the Office of Court Administration's architects, and the project is doable. We've also purchased the building next door. Now, the cost of the total project, the acquisition, is $2.2 million for this facility. And it cost much more than that to build a few years back when the federal court came in. But in the bill, and this is just as important as the acquisition money because it would be sitting here empty, is the Assemblywoman and the Speaker were able to work in $500,000 for renovations. So that's a total of $2.7 million that will be coming to the city for this project. The city is committed to an additional $650,000 as part of our submission. So we have a renovation pool of $1 million plus $150,000 for soft costs. So the city's commitment will be $650,000. More importantly, the judges, Judge Kokomo and Judge Shankman, were kind enough to allow us to use the council chambers as a second court on a short-term basis. They never said that the short-term basis is 1 month, 2 months, but they said that we'll work with you, and they have. I spoke with Judge Kokomo when Aileen called me the other day to make sure that the Office of Court Administration and his office is okay with moving ahead with this project, and he supported it 100%, and we'll make it work. Both sides will make it work. There's going to be some renovation that's necessary, we believe, to extend the building, to expand the lobby areas, but nothing that can't be overcome. So I wanted to say thank you to our fantastic Assemblywoman. As you know, last week, the Middletown School District received great news with $500,000 to save the summer school program. This week, $2.7 million. Next week, we're shooting for about $4 or $5 million. But I don't know. You got to outdo yourself each time. But we truly appreciate her efforts and the efforts of the speaker. And this is going to be a fantastic facility for the city. And I'm sure the judges are going to like it. You're going to hear from Judge Brockett in a second and the staff. But it's a tremendous economic impact on us. But and it's not only a court project. The police department, we currently have detectives in the basement. We don't have room for expansion for the female locker rooms and female areas for our staff. So we're going to be hiring 7 new officers, and at least a few of them are going to be female officers, so we need space. And the chief is already designing his the courtroom space to become part of the police station. We don't have to hire architects; he's doing it himself. But so this addresses all the issues, for the current public safety issue, facility issues for the city, and we're just so happy and so thankful that you stepped up to the plate and really, and not only stepped up as you always do, but you delivered a huge amount of money and made this project work. So thank you very much. I'd like to call up Judge Brockett. This will be his home, hopefully very shortly. The project completion date that we've tentatively set, by the way, is June 1st of 16. That's the date we hope to have everything completed. So, and hopefully prior to that. So Judge Brockett, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you all for coming. On behalf of my colleague, Judge Mozon, and the other staff members of the Middletown City Court, this is such a great day for us. We are the busiest local court in Orange County, and these facilities were desperately needed. I know that Judge Schenkman, the Chief Administrative Judge for this area of New York State, has worked very hard with the officials here in Middletown to come to a resolution of our space problems, and this is a wonderful resolution. I think this is a great example of the way different agencies, different levels of government come together to serve the people in our community, and everyone here today who has worked towards this is providing a great and desperately needed service for the city of Middletown. And on a personal level, it's wonderful for our staff that has worked for so long in facilities that just don't suit us anymore. We're looking forward to it. Great job. Thank you all for coming.
Chief next. One of the questions that has come up is you're now removing the court from the police station, from the connection to the police station. And Chief Bethencourt, of course, was consulted on all that. And maybe he can say a few words about the issue.
First, I'd also like to say great job by everyone. It seemed like the process moved very slowly and then very quickly. So I'm happy to be here today to say that it was completed. So what we worked on with the court was basically the logistics of the defendants who needed to be arraigned and or secured. We're going to work very hard to make sure every need is met within the court system. A part of our plan, as you know, contractually, we're looking to hire additional officers on a part-time basis, and some of those assignments would consist of the transport and or securing of prisoners in this facility. One of the design plans that the mayor was speaking of that I was looking at is making sure that there was a part of that area that was still open to the judges in order to do arraignments over in our facility on weekends and after hours. So we're going to make sure we also build that in too. But I see no reason why we can't accommodate the judges to make sure everything runs smoothly. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you.